Hi, my name is Tim McMahon, and welcome to Healthy Tongue Secrets. At Healthy Tongue Secrets, we're dedicated to helping you find solutions to your tongue problems, whether it be geographic tongue, burning mouth syndrome, black hairy tongue, thrush, or a variety of other tongue and mouth problems. Many people have asked me why I spent hundreds of hours putting together a website and a book on tongue problems. Well, it's a long story, and it began when I was a teenager with intestinal problems, and that eventually resulted in my getting geographic tongue. From there, I accidentally stumbled onto a link between nutrition and tongue problems. Over the years, I've found at least a dozen different tongue problems that are documented to be specifically related to nutritional deficiencies. Things like bald spots on the tongue, beefy enlarged tongue, burning tongue fissures or cracks, tooth marks on the tongue, scalloped tongue, and many more. It's actually quite amazing what a simple nutritional deficiency can cause. But it makes sense if you think about it. If your body doesn't have all the building blocks it needs, it will rob from Peter to pay Paul, so to speak. And in this case, things like hair and nails and your tongue are Peter, and things like heart and brain function are Paul. Obviously, if your body has to choose, it would prefer to send limited resources that it has to your heart and brain rather than to your tongue. So the deficiencies will show up there first. Now, if you think that you can't possibly be deficient because you take a multivitamin or something, don't be so sure. My wife was just talking to our chiropractor the other day, and he said that 95% of Americans are deficient in zinc alone. 95%. And a recent USDA study showed that only 4% of Americans are getting the minimum recommended daily allowance of their essential vitamins. Another U.S. government survey found that out of 21,000 people that they surveyed, not one of them managed to eat the recommended daily allowance of the 10 basic nutrients that they were studying. Not one out of 21,000. That's crazy. And even if you try to eat healthy food, because of all the chemical fertilizers used today and soil depletion and all of those sort of things, it would take 60 servings of spinach to get the same amount of iron as in one serving in 1948. 60 servings of spinach. Who can eat 60 servings of spinach? So, with the deck stacked against you, what are the odds that you're actually getting all the nutrients that you need? They're pretty slim. Once I discovered the link between nutrition and my tongue problems, I was able to get them under control, and I basically forgot about it for years. But then, a couple of years ago, a friend of mine began losing weight, and it got so bad that it reminded me of the problems that I had when I was younger. And then she showed me her tongue, and I recognized it immediately that she had geographic tongue. And so I decided to help her by compiling some of my old research into a report that I could give to her. And as I found more and more pieces of the geographic tongue puzzle and put them together, the project expanded and started including other tongue problems, and eventually it covered all kinds of tongue problems in addition to just geographic tongue. And once I found out how much information that I actually had, and I found that other people were interested in suffering, and so rather than keep it all to myself, I decided to share it. So I put together this site with helpful information on all kinds of tongue problems, and I've put all of my research into a huge tongue encyclopedia that I call Healthy Tongue Secrets. Over the last few years, I've been able to help quite a few people, and you can see their comments are sprinkled around the site. So feel free to look around, and I hope that you find it helpful. And if I can help you in any way, please let me know.